I'm Chris, you're watching FRAG-MENTAL, thanks for joining me. Armaf have sent me some goodies, so if you want to find out what's in the box, stay tuned to FM. So Armaf reached out and said, can we send you a few bits and pieces? So I said, yeah, why not? I don't own any Armaf fragrances. I've not smelled that many of them. I have smelled Club de Nuit Intense Man Eau de Toilette, and pretty good. Opening a little harsh, as is said quite often, and I feel like I had better Aventus clones where the opening was a little smoother. So I never felt like I wanted to buy Club de Nuit Intense Man. I hear the Eau de Parfum version is maybe a little smoother, so maybe that'll be interesting to try someday. Milestone gets some good positive talk, obviously a interpretation of Creed's Milliseme Imperial, and the price point for what you're getting for Armaf stuff is pretty good. They're around 30 quid. So I'm going to dive into here, see what they've sent me, and I've got some test strips. I'm going to have a quick sniff of each fragrance, and then that'll be it for this video. I'll probably come back and give you a bit more of a detailed video on each of these fragrances. So let's dive in and see what goodies we have in the box. I think that's everything in this bag. Got it in a nice little Armaf bag. I wonder if Milestone's in it. I hope it is, actually. I've heard a lot of good things about Milestone. I know George, the fragrance apprentice, Milliseme Imperial is his favourite fragrance, and he was very, very impressed with Milestone. So I'm just going to dive in. I'm not going to even look in the bag. Let's just see what comes out. And it's Milestone. Okay. Let's have a quick spray of Milestone. I have had samples in the past of Milliseme Imperial. I think I still do have a sample somewhere, so I can in another video compare it directly. Obviously I've smelt the Rush of Unicorns from Parfums Vintage. Okay, there you go, you get your nice little Armaf card of authenticity, just so you know you're buying a genuine Armaf product. Gotta be careful on the internet these days. Okay, I'm not sure what I think of this bottle. I don't know whether I love it or I hate it. It's nothing in between. I kind of like it. I think I feel like I shouldn't like it. I mean, what's the chain? What's the chain thing on the front for? And it's a fingerprint magnet. It's blocky. It's not very elegant looking, but let's have a spray. I quite like it. I think it's all right. Okay, what do you think? Let me know what you think about Armaf's bottles. I think this is one of the better styles. Sometimes Armaf bottles are weird and wonderful, crazy things, and sometimes I look at them and think, who came up with that idea? Why? How did that pass the research and development? Anyway, sprayer is not a very refined sprayer, I will say. It kind of just blurts it out. Gets the job done though. Okay, here we go, Milliseme Imperial. So I'm already getting like a melony, sea salty type of vibe. It's a good fragrance. It's smooth. It's rich, it's full-bodied, it smells quite strong. I always remember the last time I smelled Milliseme Imperial, it seemed quite a thin fragrance. I think that's why it's never been one of my favourites. But off the strip, this smells great. So yeah, I get the melon. There's a little bit of creaminess in there, a little bit of sea salt. Very bright and fresh. It is a good fragrance. Maybe I should buy Milliseme Imperial someday. Although I hear this is more like the older batches of Milliseme Imperial, and a lot of people have said this one is better than the current batch of Milliseme Imperial. So I don't know, unless I can get an older bottle, maybe I won't buy it. Maybe I'll make do with this one. Enjoying that. Very good. Milestone. Thumbs up. I can really see myself wearing that all year round. I think it's going to work great in the summer. I'd have no problem wearing that year round, to be honest. Let's see what else is in the box. Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum. So if the Eau de Parfum was supposed to be a little smoother than the Eau de Toilette, then I wonder what this one's like. So I haven't smelled the Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Toilette is the only one I've smelled, and as I said, it has a little harsh opening, which many people forgive it for that. They feel like they can wear it, no problem. It doesn't last very long, I think, this, the harsh opening. You know, presentation, packaging, boxes are pretty good for a 30 quid fragrance. I think you're getting value for money in terms of the presentation, absolutely. I mean, these bottle designs will have their fans and they'll have their haters, but I think they're fine. I think for what you pay, I think you're getting a good deal there with the presentation. Okay, so we've got some Aventus-like juice here. Let's see how this compares to the Eau de Toilette version. I'm hoping for a nice smooth opening on this. So it's obviously Aventus-like. I get a creaminess straight away that I don't get in the opening of Aventus. The opening of Aventus is fresher and brighter and more citrusy, but this seems to go straight into this kind of creamy vanilla. I wouldn't say the woody component of this is that strong. I don't really get a smoky, but maybe it'll settle down on the skin to be a little more of the smoky birch accord, but so far it's even a little chocolatey as well. I think the patchouli seems quite heightened in this. Sometimes patchouli can give off a slight chocolatey vibe, and I'm getting a little bit from this, at least off the strip anyway. Yeah, a creamier, slightly richer, more chocolatey, patchouli heavy version of Aventus, I would say. And it's very good. You know, this is obviously based on that Aventus DNA, but I think there are enough differences to really enjoy this as well as Aventus rather than instead of. I think this maybe isn't in direct competition with Aventus because to me, it seems like it's doing a different thing. So you get that characteristic, you know, that everybody loves about Aventus. You get that distinctive, masculine, gentlemanly style of mass appealing DNA, but yeah, it's a little richer. Guess you'd expect that from the Parfum, but it seems like rather than it just being a higher concentration, that they've, you know, shuffled the pyramid round a little bit and changed the quantities perhaps of the materials. This is good. Really enjoying it. 2 out of 2. And this is a big boy as well. This is a 150ml bottle. I'm not going to get through that anytime soon. Okay, really looking forward to trying this one on skin. I think I'm going to get something quite different to Aventus. It is definitely an offshoot of the Aventus DNA, but in a good way. And we'll see, with it being a Parfum, maybe it won't project as well as an Eau de Parfum or an Eau de Toilette, but we'll have to see. Okay, next in the box, 2 more. We've got 2 more fragrances. Okay, so Club de Nuit Intense Man Eau de Toilette. Now I do own it, I guess. So let's see how the opening of this compares with that really lovely, smooth, rich Parfum. And is this a big boy as well? Is this a big bottle? No, 100ml. So I wonder if they've changed the formula at all. Let's just see if I still get this harsh, chemically type opening that I got the last time I sprayed this. Just let the alcohol, give it a fair chance. We'll let the alcohol dissipate a little bit. Okay. You know what, there's nothing harsh here. Quite surprised. There's a little bit, yes, there's a little bit of that chemical type smell that people mention and that I got, and I think perhaps I got that more strongly on my skin last time I tried this. But it's fine, it's not a deal breaker, it's not a smell that I would think I'm not going to wear this fragrance. It's absolutely fine, it's just different to Aventus and you know, not the same quality as Aventus. And again, I feel like the patchouli stands out more in this than in Aventus. So that's nice. Again, I'm looking forward to wearing that on skin. I'll have to test that maybe with my sample that I already own of this one and with Aventus as well, and just see maybe if they've tweaked the formula of this. Perhaps they've just tried to smooth off that opening a little bit. Smells good to me. Yeah, it smells closer to the parfum than it does to original Aventus, just off the test strips. Anyway, all right, last one. What do we think it is? What could it be? The new one, Sillage, is out. Très Nuit, the Green Irish Tweed cologne. What could it be? It's Club de Nuit Sillage. And you know what, I'm glad about that, because I like Green Irish Tweed. I've got a lot of clones of it. I don't own the original. It's not my favourite Creed. It's not my favourite scent profile. It's fine. But I would rather have this one, because this is Armaf's take on Creed Silver Mountain Water. Again, same style of bottle. I'll show you close-ups of all these bottles so you can get a good look at them. I don't mind it. I don't even mind the name, Club de Nuit Sillage. Kind of doesn't mean a great deal, but it's perfume related, isn't it? Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind that bottle. You know, the only one that I almost bought, the only Armaf I almost bought was Club de Nuit Intense Woman, because that is a interpretation of Tom Ford's Noir de Noir, which I love, one of my favourite private blends, which I now own. Update, news update, I now own Noir de Noir and love it, so maybe I don't need the Armaf anymore. So let's spray this. Now, I know that Tony on Predicted and I know that Justin Copeland sprayed this and both really enjoyed it. I really like Silver Mountain Water. This is a better sprayer actually certainly than the Milestone one actually. Yeah, it is. It just seemed to have a bit of a better modulation when spraying it. That's interesting. I would have thought they'd all be the same bottle. All right, let's see how much this reminds me of Silver Mountain Water. Yeah, it reminds me of Silver Mountain Water. It's good. It's yeah, citrusy, bright, fresh, airy. It's got a little juiciness to it, a little creaminess. Yeah, this smells quite rich and full-bodied, I would say. Maybe a little richer than Silver Mountain Water. My memory of that one, again, I don't own a bottle. I have decants, but my memory of that last time I wore it is it's a fairly thin fragrance that doesn't last a long time on me, which is why I've never really gone for a bottle. I like it, but it's never really vibed with me enough to spend Creed prices on a bottle of it. So I'm glad to have this one. I think this will be a great summer scent. I'm sorted really now, aren't I? For all year with all these fragrances, so thanks Armaf. And now suddenly, after being the owner of 0 Armaf fragrances, I now own 4 good ones. Or they seem good to me off the strips. It smells like Silver Mountain Water. I can't really report much more than that until I wear it on skin. So I'm going to wear all these on skin, and if I feel like there's enough, if I have enough of opinion on any of these to want to make a video, I will make a video on these, and if I do, I will do the comparisons to the Creeds as well. So there we go. These are some of the newer releases. I think Sillage being the newest from Armaf. You know, I think they seem to do a good job. I think you get a good presentation. The bottles, the design might not be to everyone's taste, but they're certainly substantial. And the boxes and the juice smells good to me. I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed. They're essentially clones, but I feel like particularly with the Aventus Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum, that this I think is going to be the most interesting, because I think to me it smells like it deviates from that classic Aventus DNA a little more and has a little twist and does its own thing, but we'll see. So I'll report back on all of these. If you own any of these, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think of them. Milestone gets a lot of love. Have you tried Sillage? What about Club de Nuit Intense Man Parfum? Have you tried that? Is it richer and smoother than Aventus? Do you get the chemical opening to Club de Nuit Intense Man Eau de Toilette? If you've got any thoughts on these, I'm sure many of you have, please let me know in the comments down below. So there are my opinions, quick unboxing for you, quick first impressions. I hope you enjoyed it, hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, keep tuning into FM, keep smelling good, and I'll see you in the next one.